Hi everyone, it's me, Jordan here, and today I haven't been in this situation, and I'm sure that, well, I'm pretty sure everybody has at least been in it before. When some person catches you talking, when you crash into someone by accident, when someone catches you talking to yourself. Now, I do that a lot, Jordan says. But unlike most people, I'm usually telling stories out loud. But to tell you the truth, I really don't think that people can tell that but I think most people, well, I'm not going to say most, maybe some people out there might not be able to tell the difference between having a conversation where you are the conversationer and the conversationee, if that isn't a real word. Real words probably are. And you telling a story. Now, there might be a lot of stereotypes, there might be a lot of misconceptions about it, and many misconceptions are that people usually don't do it because they're usually usually don't do it. And two, the stereotypes or the misconceptions behind it is that, oh, Lucifer's giving this person a mental problem. I don't know, psychological problem or something, and now the symptom finally showed up one day. They either think that Lucifer is giving you schizophrenia, where Lucifer and his demon comrades are having conversations with you and only you can hear them. Or they think that you might be a threat to yourself or others, but that would imply them knowing you. And it would also imply them actually seeing you do things that would make them jump to that conclusion. But just talking to yourself isn't necessarily completely off the wall, okay? It's not as bad as, let's say, nose picking. As far as the public's concerned, it might be something they might frown down upon, but not as much as other things. But the misconceptions are usually like this. Someone might ask you, oh, who are you talking to? No one. Just talking to myself, Jordan says. I tell stories out loud. And you might think that at first that's what I do. I know that a lot of people are that's what I do. I tell stories out loud. I know you probably thought that I had some psychological issue, and you probably thought that I was a danger to myself and to others. No, I was just wondering who you were talking to. And just talking to myself, Jordan said, telling stories out loud. But it's not like you're going to fully explain it. I mean, the people who see you engage in it or hear you engage in it are only going to see you one time. So it's not like they're going to know you, so they can say, it's not like they're going to see you again and say, hey, there's the person that told the story out loud the last time I was here. They're the only worst thing that could possibly happen if you doing that. And I always tell all my family and friends this all the time. The only least thing, Jordan said, that you can actually do, that could actually happen, is someone could disagree with your story. That story's never gonna fly. That whole concept is never gonna work. Yeah, that would be the only thing that could happen. Now, some people are going to say, oh, you could get arrested for talking to yourself. No. Not unless you're talking to yourself and committing a crime, okay? Talking to oneself isn't a crime or a sin, so it's not like you can get arrested unless you're talking to yourself and committing some type of crime. Oh, you can get committed. Yeah, but that's if the people who know you have evidence and proof that you can't take care of yourself and that you're a harm to yourself and you're a harm to others. And that's if a judge and the group and your family members agree that you are a threat to yourself and a threat to others and you need to be committed for psychological evaluation or being committed permanently or whatever. Okay? So those things are not as easy, okay? And for someone to prove that I had a problem, would have to have a psychologist or a psychologist look at me. They would have to have different people look at me and answer a bunch of questions in a psychological evaluation, and basically would come up down to that I tell stories out loud and that everything, that all my mental faculties are good and intact. So there would be no chance of me getting committed for a full-time, part-time, or anything. So, but there are a lot of misconceptions about people who talk to themselves, okay? There's a lot of stereotypes and a lot of misconceptions. Okay? Now I know Jordan said there's two groups of people. Those who keep their mouth shut all day and don't say anything until they see another human being, or when they're on a phone, or whatever the case might be. And those who can't. Okay? Or worse, I find it very disturbing and very inappropriate that you talk to yourself. You know, oh well, Jordan said, I'm not committing a crime or a sin, so it's not like you can get me arrested or committed just on the fact that I told a story out loud that you disagreed with. So, that's it. I'm Jordan. I'll see you later.